Testing this bitch. We're good on that front of the goddamn audio. One second. Oh, I can't see shit. I'm like blind right now. Fucking bullshit. Alright, so I am going to, I'm definitely going to ask, and I am going to answer you guys once I get my point right across this video. So you have the Dallas Cowboys winning against the Redskins today, both at 6-5. And let's just say the Eagles might have a chance. There's a moment where the Eagles could get this done if they can get it done. Okay, this includes the offense. This includes everything that Mike Rowe needs to do the right thing. Jim Schwartz needs to do the right thing. I'm not even worried about the defense so much because the defense is just so depleted in the secondary right now. I don't even know what to expect at this point. I really don't. I don't know what to expect. But like I said at the beginning of the video, I will answer your questions once I get my point across. Dallas Cowboys 6-5 winning against the Redskins today. So we needed a Cowboys win, which hurts to say. A Cowboys win was needed today to, for the Eagles to even have a chance. So you have the Cowboys and Redskins at 6-5. The Redskins started Colt McCoy. Didn't really do too well. I mean, when he had time to throw, he made his passes, but defense gave up in the end. And the Redskins' offensive line is just getting to that point where it's looking pretty bad right now. Trent Williams went to the hospital after the game, so they're out about 4 linemen right now, 3 or 4. It's getting to a point now. The Redskins don't seem to are going to have that it factor. They signed Mark Sanchez after Alex Smith breaking his fibula, and now you have a Cowboys team that's pretty hot right now. Okay, and they're not playing. They're playing at a pretty good advantage right now. The defense is playing pretty good. Amari Cooper is catching everything coming his way. Redskins and Cowboys, 6-5. Now, you have the Eagles going into the Giants coming to Lincoln Financial Field this Sunday at 1 o'clock, and the Eagles could become 5-5 this Sunday. The Eagles become 5-5 this Sunday. Dallas Cowboys play next Thursday night. I think they play the New Orleans Saints. Cowboys play the Saints next week, and it could be Dallas and the Eagles pretty much going head to head for the division. Now, I think Dallas has it much easier because I don't know if they face the Rams or what the rest of their schedule is. I know the Eagles still have the Texans. The Eagles still have the Rams. And other than that, it's all division games. So these 3 games coming up right now are very important. Okay, 3 division opponents. I think it's the Giants. Then you got the Cowboys and the Redskins. Correct me if I'm wrong. So we're very lucky the Dallas Cowboys won this game today, which I kind of thought they would. I had really no option to say they wouldn't be winning this game. But will the Eagles win Sunday? I honestly don't know because they haven't proved the fans wrong. They haven't proved anybody wrong. And I know a lot of it's not the players' fault, but it is. Mike Groh is not becoming that offensive coordinator we need, and we just need to get it done. And it's just not happening right now. Um, totally not happening. So what I'm expecting is that the Eagles cannot be in a slow start. Now, before we faced the Giants the first time, they had a lot of players they didn't get rid of. They got rid of a few players by the deadline, got some draft picks. Eli Apple's gone. You know what I mean? Damian Harrison, he's gone. But really, all the Giants really have to do against this Eagles defense is pretty much run the ball at Barkley. Because honestly, since last year and the beginning of this year, we were the top run defense in the whole entire National Football League. And that's turned to probably nothing in the past few weeks. Haven't done much of anything. So it's not looking good for the Birds. And number two, some of these players have to shut their goddamn mouths. Lane Johnson is still talking shit. I don't know why Lane Johnson's talking about the Patriots today. Like, why are you talking shit? Why? Why? Why are you talking shit? Why? I don't know. Who gives a shit? When you get a touchdown in this next game against the Giants, if you even get a touchdown, don't be celebrating. Don't be doing a damn thing. Go back and do what you got to do. Get back in the huddle and do what you got to do, please. This is getting to the point where, you know what? They're losing, and even with this Cowboys game that they had on Thursday night, Monday, whatever, Sunday night, whatever it was, they were talking a lot of shit. A lot of these Eagles players were talking too much shit. Before you start talking shit, please win a goddamn football game. The next thing I want to see in this game Sunday is, can Golden Tate be utilized in this offense? Because Mike Groh's having trouble doing that, as usual. Having trouble trying to bring Golden Tate into this offense, which is just absolutely insane. It's everything. The whole offense has no confidence. The defense has no confidence. It looks like a total shit show out there. A total shit show. It looks like they have no idea how to play football. And this is one of the worst team. This is one of the Eagles' worst seasons. I understand there have been worse seasons than this, but Jesus Christ, man, like they can't even pass the ball. They can't even throw it to the right person. They can't even find an open receiver when there is an open receiver. And I'll be the realist Eagles fan to tell you, because I'm a realist. I'm not some fucking speculated asshole that just talks shit for no reason. Carson Wentz is not good right now. He's playing like crap right now. That long Nelson Agholor interception to Lattimore last week, he had Zach Ertz wide open on a 35-yard pass, middle of the field, had plenty of time, and decided to chuck it downfield. There's just something wrong, and we know what it is now. The fans know what it is, we know what it is, and it is this offensive coordinator. And once the offensive coordinator can't do his job, then it gets frustrated for the players to do their job, which I know they can, which us Eagles fans know they can. But it's just not happening the way we need it to happen. I'm dipping right now, so you guys got a problem, you don't have to be here. I know how people have issues with I have a bad habit. It hurts right now. It really does. But look, the Giants with Odell, with Shepard, this secondary we have, I don't know how much it's gonna go. I don't know. I think more of a chance right now we have is that the Giants have been playing fairly better. They've already won 2 more games. It's kind of pointless to win games now because all it's gonna do is fuck up their draft stock. So it's like a win-win for the Eagles, or the win-win for the organization, because if the Giants win, that's just another win on their belt. That just puts them down the draft. If it's a lot, you know what I mean. And if the Eagles win, it doesn't matter. It's still a win for us either way. I mean, regardless of this goddamn game. I know it sounds stupid, but um, who's our secondary right now? Let's see. Chandon Sullivan. Chandon Sullivan, LeBlanc that we got from a practice squad, another team, um, Devontae Bosby, and maybe Rasul Douglas. That's your starting secondary. That's your starting corners for the game. Doesn't sound intriguing. Doesn't sound sexy. Does not sound like you really just. Ugh, no. So that's the problem we're having. Jordan Hicks got hurt, so I don't think. Which yeah, everybody's fine. Avonte Max probably isn't playing. I haven't seen the final injury report yet. Probably will see it tomorrow, most likely, because it's Friday. Friday usually comes out the final injury report, I think. So we should be good by that time. But right now, it's not looking good for the Birds. It's not. I just need to see something. I want to see Golden Tate start on the outside, wherever. Put him on the outside, the inside. I don't give a shit. I don't get how you don't have to utilize him. You don't have to try and utilize him. Just have him line up and play football. That's really all you got to do. Line him up and play goddamn football. I don't know what's so fucking hard about that. Um, I talked about Mike Rowe the other day, and it seemed like a lot of people agreed with what I had to say, so I'm happy about that. I'm glad that people are seeing it that way. I'm glad that people are actually seeing that this Eagles offense is actually based off of what Mike Rowe is doing. And if he does this shit Sunday, if the Eagles lose against the New York Giants that are so depleted that honestly the New York Giants, I mean honestly, they could actually beat us this Sunday. And that's a sad thing to say. And that's a sad thing that I have to say to everybody here right now. They can actually beat us Sunday, and it's not good. It's not a good feeling. I don't have a good feeling. I'm gonna watch this game. I'm gonna do whatever I can do, but I don't know. I don't know what we can do. I don't know what this defense is gonna do. I have no idea. I'm really looking more of an offensive game from the Eagles on Sunday rather than a defensive game. That's what I'm looking for from the Birds this Sunday. Um, it's I just really what else is there really to say about it? There's really nothing else to say about it. I can't even think about good things to say because we've been shit on all three phases of football. Special teams has probably been the worst out of special teams has been really bad. Special teams, what have we done on special teams? Darren Sproles, another week passes by. Darren Sproles ain't gonna be playing. Re-aggravated his goddamn hamstring. It's a waste. The only thing I'm excited to see in this game is run the ball with Josh Adams more because god damn it, he needs to have an off season. He needs to have a whole nother off season to work on his shit. He's got a big opportunity in front of him, and I think he's gonna run with it. And hopefully Doug realizes that at this point. Um, I'm hoping Doug realizes to run the ball more and to use Josh Adams. My God, I mean, you saw the physicality. You saw the guy do the one step cut. And as soon as there's open space, that's what he was good at in Notre Dame. In Notre Dame, he did the one step. And if he sees open space, even though Notre Dame had like the best offensive line that year, I mean, the best offensive line that year, pretty much. And the holes were this fucking wide open. I could fit a fucking 18 wheeler through it. So run the ball more with Josh Adams. I got to see more of Josh Adams. Wendell Smallwood barely got any snaps last game, very few. Corey Clement is just Mr. I don't think we need to go get a running back, which Howie didn't listen to him because he tried getting a running back. But of course, teams are going to fleece other teams at the trade deadline, and we couldn't get a running back in time. Um, but Josh Adams needs to be in this game. He listened to what the fans said. And Josh Adams really needs another offseason. He needs another offseason with this team. He came into onto the Eagles undrafted with a fractured foot, stayed out pretty much half of the preseason, and didn't really do much after that. Just been sitting on the sideline. Then finally, when I honestly thought he was going to get cut, but that's one thing that we really have to do is run the ball. Okay, and Corey Clement, I think Corey Clement's a good rotational guy, but with what we have now, he's not doing much. He's not being very effective. They're not even. I mean, Groh doesn't even have him in the passing game right now, which is stupid because he can actually catch balls in the backfield. If it doesn't look like shit, if they can actually, it's all these plays are drawn up so badly right now. Stefan Wisniewski's not even playing at left guard. I mean, it's a fucking mess. It's a fucking mess. And how are you? I don't know. I don't. How are you supposed to get this fucking team ready to play a game? And he doesn't have that. He does not have anybody prepared to play a goddamn football game at all. This is just a joke. Nelson Agholor hasn't even got him into the game. Golden Tate hasn't even gotten him into the game. I mean, what the fuck is going on? I mean, we know what's going on, but like seriously, like, Groh, what the fuck are you doing? Zach Ertz, what? I mean, what? Come on now. You got the best tight end in the fucking league, statistically the best. He's gonna get a Pro Bowl. He's gonna be a Pro Bowler this year. The way he's going this year, and what is Mike Groh doing? Wasting it, not even throwing the ball to him. I mean, look, Carson can only do so much, but Carson is fucking up too. Unfortunately, Carson is not. It's just everybody is flustered. Everybody has no confidence. You got your two leaders on each side of the ball. Carson Wentz punches whatever he did on the sideline last week. That's not a good sign. Malcolm Jenkins throws his fucking helmet with both his hands to the ground last week. That's not a good sign. If you got your two prime leaders on each side of the ball and they're flipping out like this on the sideline and they're that frustrated, that's not a good sign. That's not a good sign where this is going. So I don't know what's going on with the players right now and what they're thinking. I'm just hoping, there's some good things that are happening with the Birds. Like Michael Bennett's going to be more vocal. See, Michael Bennett, quote unquote, kind of was just staying in line, not really opening his mouth, just playing football with the Eagles, and that was it. But now Michael Bennett has promised to be more vocal in the locker room, be more vocal on the field, and get the fucking job done. And that's fine because the more vocal, the more vocal people are, the better this team is gonna fucking play. You get Timmy Jernigan back in the lineup next to Fletcher Cox. Because honestly, Fletcher Cox, I mean, look, I saw Aaron Donald in this fucking game against the Chiefs, and he was just amazing. He was just amazing. Now, I understand the D line's really good. I understand he's got the Sue and Fowler, and I mean, he's got all these guys on the D line. But man, fucking Aaron Donald was just tearing it up, and Fletcher Cox hasn't been doing shit the past few weeks. When he could beat double teams. Fletcher Cox could beat double teams, but at the same time, like, Fletcher Cox hasn't been chasing anybody around either. I put Fletcher Cox right behind Aaron Donald. Aaron Donald is the best D tackle in the league, hands down. So there's a lot going on with that. So I don't know what Timmy Jernigan's going to do in this game. I don't know, he's 100% definitely, but I don't know if he's going to play 100%. Actual, like, he's feeling 100% in his football self. Because he just hasn't played in so damn long. I understand you practice, but practice and the game are two different things. So you got to see what Timmy Jernigan can do. I'm happy because I love Timmy Jernigan. Okay. After he got his contract, he got his extension to 2020, and he's kind of fell off just a little bit. So Tim Jernigan has fell off a little bit, but I'd like to see him make a little bit of a comeback right now and help get some pressure off of these corners and hopefully do something. So that's what I'm hoping for with that. With Tim Jernigan, line up next to Fletcher Cox, Michael Bennett on the outside, and Chris Long and Brandon Graham. You got a nice D line right for this game. The secondary just has to figure it the fuck out. Jim Schwartz needs to figure it the hell out. Jim Schwartz has to play more press. No more picket fence. No more. We're gonna line the corners up 15 yards from the goddamn receivers. He needs to man these guys the fuck up because honestly, what did Drew Brees had to do last week? A fucking slant pass every 2 seconds, or he just lobs it the fuck up. As soon as someone gets a release, it's over. Michael Thomas gets a release, it's over. The other guy, number 10, he gets a release, it's over. A free release, it's over. It's a free play. So what are you expecting this Eagles team to do Sunday? They better show me because if the Eagles lose this game on Sunday against the New York Giants, Mike Groh's got to get fired. I mean, you're literally facing the worst team in the NFC East. And honestly, we're looking like the worst team right now, as of right now, until they prove me wrong. Because I've been pissed off way too much this year. The Giants exposed our fucking secondary. The Giants exposed us. That's where they exposed us. And that's bad because once a team exposes you, every team down your schedule is going to do the same goddamn thing. Same thing. So it's not looking good. What happened to the Vikings, 2 years ago? Sam Bradford as the quarterback. They were 4-5-0, 4-0. Coming into Lincoln Financial being 4-0. And what happened to that team? They fell apart after that because teams figured it out. You get rid of Sam Bradford, you can't move in the pocket, you win the game. And that's all they did. So there's a lot that really goes into it. So between Odell Beckham, the only good thing about it is that we could get past this offensive line. We got some depth on the D line now. We got Tim Jernigan back, and we have to get after Eli Manning, and that's it. But I got a feeling that he's gonna pass the ball quick. I don't know how this D line's gonna play as a unit. I have no idea. I have no clue. But we are gonna find out, ladies and gentlemen. We are gonna find out, and this is it. Because honestly, you win this game Sunday, Dallas has to play the Saints, which if Dallas beats the Saints, I'll be fucking surprised. Dallas beats the Saints. Dallas loses against the Saints. You're tied up with Dallas Cowboys, the Redskins. I think the Redskins are going to fall off out of first place, and I think it's going to be up to the Eagles and Dallas Cowboys. Pretty much. And it's so tight right now that I don't know. I don't even know what's going to happen. Look, Eagles win the East. That's all I give a shit about this year. Other than that, I just want the Eagles to win the East this year. That's it. I don't care if they lose in the first. I mean, of course I'll care, but I don't think we're going to get far in the playoffs, not even past the first round. I highly doubt it. I really highly doubt it. Okay, so let's be realistic with that. So, all right. Well, I'm done. There's nothing else to say. The Birds just have to play better. The Birds have to do something. I don't even care what it is, but this offense has to be crisp by Sunday. What do you do in this week of fucking practice? Really? What do you do? Do you go through this shit at practice against the fucking second defense? What happens at practice? Do these slow starts happen at practice too? I mean, I don't even know. I don't even know what the fuck happens. So, all right. Well, I'm gonna get to your guys' questions because I love you guys so much. Let's see. Matt Week says, I'm honestly nervous about this game coming up. Well, everybody should be nervous about it because every game is going to count for here. We're lucky the Cowboys won this game yesterday. Today. We're lucky that that's happened. By the way, I hope all you had a good Thanksgiving. I didn't even make a video. I was out. I had no service, so uploading the video probably would have took me a fucking hour. So I hope everybody had a great Thanksgiving, ate their asses off, and enjoyed watching football. And I'm so glad the Eagles did not play on Thanksgiving because trust me, I wanted to enjoy my fucking feast today. Let's see. Armin Johnson says Doug's play calling is stubborn. I understand it is the play calling, but Mike Rowe has to game plan better and put his players in position to win, and he is not doing that, which is affecting this offense. Which the more plays that are not working, the more times that he's not using the right plays, using the right people to put in position to win the game. The confidence is just going down in this offense, and it starts with Carson Wentz because you lose confidence. He loses confidence in himself, which I don't think he does. I think he just gets real frustrated, but he loses confidence in himself. Hey, it just doesn't look good, and it puts the rest of the offense down because Carson Wentz is the heartbeat of that offense, and that's all I gotta say about that. Vester let it choke. Let it choke said, "When you're full from a Super Bowl victory, it's hard to eat." We kind of looked at this and said, "Hey, I was at the Falcons game. Okay, I was at the Falcons game. Sorry, had to yawn. Sorry. I was at the Falcons game, and hey, I said a slow start. We said, the Eagles are fine. They just need to play another game. They didn't get enough reps. I mean, we didn't get enough reps as it is, but man, slow starts and all that sucks. Oh, I forgot my camera angle. Hopefully, I didn't. But we'll figure it out. I mean, it's a lot of things. There's a lot of things that came into effect of this, but hey, we just need to keep fighting, and this team isn't going to give up. This team is not going to give up easily, and I could tell they're not. But there's difference between giving up and really just trying too hard. I mean, there's stuff that looks so easy. I mean, I'm seeing guys open with my own two eyes, and nothing's getting done. So, let's see here. Let's see, Steven PS4, what's up, my boy? How you doing? If we could slow the run and our offense can stay on the field longer than a third and out, we'll be in it until the end. You are 100% right. This defense can't, you go 3 and out, 3 and out, 3 and out, 3 and out, man. This defense is going to be on the field way too much. They're going to get so goddamn tired. It's just going to be a shit show waiting to happen. I hate it with a passion. So, Steven, thanks for bringing that up. Really appreciate it. See here. Armand Johnson says should have never let Blunt go. Yeah, I watched the Lions game today. He scored 2 easy touchdowns today. Yeah, I love LeGarrette Blunt, and I know he misses this team. It sucks. It does, and that was probably one of the biggest mistakes the Eagles made in the offseason. Vesser Choke says Mac Hollins. What's his problem? Out all year? Well, they brought Richard Rodgers back, and Timmy Jernigan was on IR, so they have another chance to bring another receiver back in here. So I don't know if Mac Hollins is 100%. He might be eligible to come back, but if the Eagles don't think he's 100%, which probably he's not at this point, like he could be 100%, but if he's just, could be out of shape, hasn't been, working out too much, hasn't been on the field, blah, blah, blah. It's kind of be a waste of bringing a guy back for no reason, so I don't know what's going on with him. So that's probably a good question. Steven PS4 says O-line has to show up and play too. Yeah, the offensive line has been up and down all year. And it really started with, moving this offensive line around. You know what I mean? Lane Johnson was out for a little bit, but Lane Johnson with the MCL sprain, grade 2, whatever the hell it was, on top of, his ankle. He had the ankle issue, so he had 2 injuries, and just Stefan Wisniewski. I don't know what the hell's going on with that. Apparently, Stefan Wisniewski got replaced by Samalo at left guard, and I don't know what's going on with that, because I'm just confused over that, because apparently it wasn't because of a type of on the field skill thing. It was a personal matter, which I don't know what the fucking truth is to that at all. Shelk Mansory, what's up, my boy? How you doing? Yeah, I can't believe Dallas is in first place right now either. Tied for first at least. But the Eagles win this game Sunday, I'm guaranteed we'll be tied for first by next week. And the Dallas Cowboys are playing better. The Eagles are a few plays away from 7-2 right now. I mean, you're looking at 7-2. You're looking at, the Buccaneers, we lost, we deserved that. The Panthers, we didn't deserve that. I mean, we deserved to lose that game the way they played, 17 nothing. But you look at some of these games, bro, it was by a play or two, and just the injuries started piling up and everything just started to get worse. So it just hasn't looked really good for the Birds right now. But I'm hoping they fucking turn it around. Amar Johnson says Mike Rowe seems like an agent to screw our team up like Chip Kelly. Nah, I wouldn't worry about Mike Rowe. If Mike Rowe's doing this badly, he'll be out the door, and I hope the Eagles see that. You understand, like they're not. Here's the thing: we don't know what's going on behind closed doors. What I'm kind of thinking is that they know what the fuck the problem is. Okay, of course, they're taught. Why isn't our offense doing this? Why are we? Howie Roseman, when we got Golden Tate, even said, "Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait for him to be here. He's so productive." Blah blah blah. He's not no plug-in receiver. Mike Rowe doesn't know how to use players. Hasn't even put Nelson Aguilar into this offense. Well, and it hasn't done much with him this year. I'm not gonna throw him a bone because he's gotten a few catches. I mean, I'm just not doing it. Let's see. Shake Mansouri says we got to worry about Saquon Barkley. We have to worry about Saquon Barkley, okay? You had Alvin Kamara and Mark Ingram running all over us in this damn game against the Saints. Saquon Barkley is a generational talent. He's a monster. He's great. I love his attitude. Love the kid. Actually a very good person too. But it could happen. I mean, he ran an easy touchdown on us last game. We missed tackles. We tackled too high. We couldn't bring him down. So we just gotta see what happens in the meantime. Let's see. Foolish Demon says I think Rowe has to go. He was terrible offensive coordinator in UVA. He is a great wide receiver coach. 100%. I forgot what college it was, so thanks for telling me it was UVA because I honestly forgot about I mentioned the college thing, what happened there. And Mike Rowe was the offensive coordinator for the Rams in 2016, and they were ranked 31st in passing. All right, so this should tell you a lot. And honestly, I'm proud of Mike Rowe what he did last year with this wide receiver group. When he was actually mic'd up for training camp, man, he was like he didn't let these receivers make one mistake, and that was, upgrading the receiver. The one thing that we needed last year was upgrading that receiver core, and we needed a better wide receiver coach because we had that other asshole that used to play for the Eagles that no one cares about. So, I don't like this new wide receiver coach, whoever he is. I forgot his damn name, but I'm not a big fan of him at all. Jernigan was on the NFL list, not IR. Yeah, no, I know he was on IR. He was on the NFL list, not IR. Yeah, the Titans as well, Steven. Yeah, Titans gave us trouble, and we totally let that slip from our hands too. Foolish Demon says we just can't put a complete game this year. We're hurt and learning to be champions. Yeah, like I said, this team just might have needed to get their ass kicked a little bit this year, and this year will show. Next year they're gonna definitely not want it to be like this. They're gonna not want to go through what they did this year, all the frustration and drama, and I mean not drama, but just not playing the game like they should be, and not playing it to 100%. But like I said, dude, the adjustments, how to use players, and Mike Rowe is not doing that. It's a big part of the offense. If the coaches aren't doing their job right, the players aren't going to do their job right, and everything is going to be in a matter of seconds. A huge fuck up, not going to get the plays done right, and this is what happens. And it all lays on Mike Rowe's shoulders. You know what I mean? The players get get credit for screwing up, but at the same time, if you're not getting coached right and you got a roster, dude. You got the pretty much same offensive line from last year. I mean, Carson Wentz wasn't even moving out of the pocket against the Saints. He was a very pocket quarterback. Yeah. So is Mike Rowe holding Carson Wentz back? I think he's holding him back just a little bit. and trying to stay in the pocket. Let the kid be what he could be. I can't believe we're even talking about this because let Carson Wentz be who he is, and hopefully they're not handicapping his ass. Rocket Punch, what's up, my boy? How you doing? Rocket Punch says the secondary is trash. The Eagles, the offense is generic. I'm not going to let this team disappoint me anymore this season. I know, man. The secondary has taken a huge hit. And now we kind of wish Jalen Mills was back because honestly, these other outside corners can't really do much. I understand that Jalen Mills is giving up big, deep passes, but when he has to make a play, he makes a play. And he's playing much better in simple coverage on little passes than these guys, with Chandon Sullivan on the outside, LeBlanc on the inside, Devontae Ballsby, which I thought, hey, he could have showed up and played, didn't do a goddamn thing. They didn't even put him in the starting lineup. And Russell Douglas is getting burnt left and right, game after game, and I'm disappointed in him too. Yeah, Steven. Jalen Mills. I think Jalen Mills is the top rated corner in the red zone. I think, which is crazy. But there's a lot that goes into that as well. But well, other than that, guys, yeah, I'm tired. Oh, sorry, I'm fucking shot. Total shot. Um, I just wanted to get that out to you guys. And thanks for commenting, whatever you guys are doing. Um, let's see. Foolish Demon says I missed the game. Did Sidney Jones get hurt again, or did he not play? No, Sidney Jones was out for this game. I don't think he was in at all. Yeah, he was not in. A lot of guys were not even in. So, it's a brand new secondary. It's a revamped secondary, which is really sad. So we'll see what happens on Sunday, guys. But I'm gonna get out of here, guys. Thank you so much for showing up today. I appreciate it. I know it's late. I'm sorry for doing this late. I'm gonna do it tomorrow, earlier the next day. I don't know. I was gonna do it tomorrow, and I said, you know what? I got some time to spare. I'm off work tomorrow. I'm gonna relax, get some Christmas shopping done, and do my thing. I'm gonna have a channel update video probably by tomorrow or the next day on some things. So just listen carefully when I come out with some videos. But that's really about it, guys. So that's all I really have to say. So, I'm going to say that now. Shake Squad up. Fly, let's fly.